The currency wars are only going to accelerate, especially now with COVID and everything that's happening. It's a time of great uncertainty and tumult. So the world has to be able to adapt. People have to be able to have options, backup plans, especially with money and moving money around. So imagine your life savings gets wiped out in like a week. Your family's life savings. This is the reality for people. That's why there has to be Bitcoin there as a way out of that, or Tether, or something like it's peer-to-peer finance. Peer-to-peer finance is the biggest story in the world. This whole Bitcoin thing started out as peer-to-peer electronic cash. It didn't start out as it's not about the decentralization. Decentralization, it happens because you have a people-powered network that can do this, right? That's the layer on top of the blockchain that we need. The blockchain makes it possible because you have this immutable ledger now that is not controlled by, it's permissionless, basically. It's permissionless. That's the key. You don't have to ask for permission. The fact that it's peer-to-peer, then with that we have something that can basically touch anything in the world. Anything a human has access to, it's about people at the end of the day. It's not just robots talking to each other, right? The system touches people. That's the thing about Paxful. It's not some abstract thing. It's something real that people can.
Peer-to-peer is the way, and it's about people and the economies, and that's the future we're headed towards now, because, you deal with a bank and they'll tell you, wait 3 to 5 business. We needed this for verification. It's just hard, and they don't really care about the streets anymore.
Exactly. Like, so few in this business have any, they're not even aware the streets exist. Like, it seems it's anathema for them to even talk to a user, and they really are customers. We're not going to beat the banks by offering worse service than them. Any business person can tell you this, right? But some of these eggheads we got in crypto can't figure this out. So it's up to us to make that difference. It's a tremendous challenge, though, because what we're basically allowing everyone in the world to have is actual global financial passport. Hey, you have your money here, we can get it to you anywhere else, as long as it's good, clean, legal, and we can get it there in any form. You can send cash from Berlin to M-Pesa in Nairobi from some guy that bought your Bitcoin in Mombasa in Kenya, and send Bitcoin to someone's sister. If you do that in Kenya now, you know what the rate is for remittance that you can get on Paxful with that trade route?
No.
It's plus 4%, meaning you'll make 4% more off the Google price.
Yeah.
You make a profit, actually, doing that.
It benefits peer-to-peer finance.
Exactly, because it's just an arbitrage opportunity. Bitcoin is in higher demand in Africa because it's harder to get money out of Africa to pay for the Bitcoin. Thus, you can
more faster and trusted service than the unreliance on the central institutions that you really don't know.
It's about the team, but it's about the mission. Really, our mission really is to do good in the world, and that's why we've been successful in Africa, where no one else has been. We've been scammed so many times, but we're real people. We're going there. We're trying to do good. We're doing the work that no one else has the balls or going to do on the front lines. That's where this battle will be won. We need a peer-to-peer alliance. So anyone who's listening to this podcast, if you're in the peer-to-peer business, meaning if you're a marketplace like Paxful or a marketplace like CoinMall or some luxury Bitcoin or whatever services, or if you're a wallet, because every Bitcoin transaction on the blockchain is a peer-to-peer transaction, right? Or an OTC desk. If you're a vendor on Paxful, you can join this peer-to-peer alliance. Anyone that believes in the peer-to-peer aspect to unite people across the world and willing to actually help build this network, share liquidity, report our stats. I would love to see a running meter of all the peer-to-peer traffic versus all the centralized exchange volume. I think it's time for that. I think all peer-to-peer trading desks, even wallets, report their volumes, right? So everyone can see it. And this should be something that anyone can partake in, as long as they adhere to certain expectations, like be transparent with data, help share liquidity, and also there's many benefits to them as well, to their business on Paxful, a lot of good things can happen, but peer-to-peer is making a huge it's comeback. This whole thing started out